Hello, I'm just having a break. I'm listening to Janet Ossebaard talking Dutch. I've got English subtitles though, but it's a bit hard to listen to and just watch. So, I'm having a little break from that. My left ear is completely bunged up. I think it's to do with a sinus infection. I've been to the doctors today. I've got no wax in that ear, the one that's blocked. I've got a lump of wax in that ear, that one's open. But I am wobbly on my feet, and I've got vertigo. So it's safer that I just stay at home for the time being. Right, not a lot to talk about today. I haven't really... I have heard that on September the 17th, there is going to be an Occupy White House movement. So, it could all go off on that day. There are posters and flyers out, or whether they're just on the internet or not, or actually in physical, but it's a combination of the Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, Extinction Rebellion. So you can bet your life this is going to be Antifa and all these provocateurs going for it. So, will Trump be elsewhere? Will it all be going off? I don't know. We wait and see. But that's certainly a date, September the 17th, that I've seen about. I don't know if anyone saw me post yesterday, but Frank Romanek Jr., my man, who does the Where's Tom Hanks videos, had a stroke just over 3 weeks ago. So he's back out now, up and about. He made a nice message, but it's nice to see him out and about. Did anyone know there's an asteroid hurtling towards Earth? No, you probably didn't. It's meant to miss us on the 2nd of November, the day before the election. So if you hear a big boom and a wobble the day before, you know what that is, don't you? You can always go and have a little Google yourself. Now, I saw a video from the Collective Evolution guys yesterday. They were fact-checked. They did a little post that had in it, that they were quoting and using, a new study which talked about intravenous vitamin C used to treat, prevent and reverse the symptoms of COVID-19. Now, apparently this study has got a lot of good results, and this is peer reviewed and everything, but because Collective Evolution made this post, it was all in light grey and it got fact checked. And it's incredible. Once you start looking into who these fact checkers are, they're just muppets. If anything you post gets fact checked, you can pretty much guarantee yourself it's truer than true. So, if you get fact checked, give yourself a little pat on the back. I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, because I just scribble a load of stuff in a bit of paper, tell you about it, and launch it. I'll have a list of 1 million things on it, otherwise it'd do my nutting. So, someone in America, I'm sure I said this, someone in America, in a household, who is a Republican, checked the envelopes of their ballots. And she was a Republican, her husband was a Democrat. And in the long barcode on the back of the envelope, he had an R on hers, and a D on his. So basically, if you're a postman, anyone collecting all this, you can just have a quick glance at the back and go, oh, that's a Republican vote. We'll file that one in the bin. That's a Republican vote. Oh, what happened to that? Do you know what I mean? Well, you can do it with Democrats if you like, but Republicans aren't cheating, are they? Democrats are cheating. So, that was something I found very interesting the other day. We've seen Fauci telling people now that masks are, okay, don't work, whatever, or get out if you've got a mask on, blah, blah. Now Burks is up telling people the same. Oh, I went to Starbucks in a mask the other day, so it's all right for you to get out and vote and stuff like this. Now, this has got to be the White Hats and the Trump team using these fuckers, right? Perfectly. As they're doing, getting closer to the election. Let's use these doctors now. They're going down anyway, aren't they? We know that. Whether they've got a nice place at Gitmo waiting or they're good guys in disguise, well, Fauci ain't, is he? But there you go. They've had their marching orders. They've been told what to do. How much longer do they want to stay alive for? Oh, another week, please. I'll tell them about the masks. Right. A couple more things. Now, anyone can see now that these new QAnon masks are not QAnon, are they? They're Antifa, BLM, whoever, paid in disguise. And you can see they're not proper QAnon supporters because they haven't got all the MAGA hats and the American flags. A lot of them are all dressed in black. They're all doing chants like the "I don't know what I've been told," really sort of military style and that. So you're going to see these be used possibly to create a lot of violence maybe and stuff like that. As soon as you see all these fuckers kicking the shit out of things or beating people up, that is not QAnon supporters. That is what the mainstream media will tell you is a far right wing conspiracy theory QAnon supporter, but they're not. We don't, and we never will, support any of that. Do your research into QAnon. There's 4,626 drops. How many have you read? What you should do, actually, because a lot of people say this, just go on to the qmat.pub, go back to the start and read the first 100 drops. Might take you an hour or two. That'll clue you up into a lot of it. And what they do say is that they're working their way back to number one. And the closer it gets to number one, the arrest of Hillary Clinton or whatever like that, or these certain things happening, the probabilities get closer to it happening. And what the deep state are doing is trying to put everything away to make these probabilities wider, basically. So the deep state, the white hats want it to go here, this is our goal, we know it's the end game and all that, but the deep state are just fighting for their lives. It's going there, right? But they're fighting just to try and throw things, It's amazing to see. And I'll tell you something else as well. Things that you can't prove apart from in your heart. Yeah? You can't prove in religion, you can't really prove in God, you can't prove in evolution, you can't prove dinosaurs, you can't prove in aliens, can you? Can you prove reptilians, malevolent beings, benevolent beings, otherworldly people that are here to help, or people that are here to enslave and control us? Any of that, can you really prove? Not really. Well, we can't prove who Q is, but we can prove what the movement is all about. You can see it. You can read what's happening. And you can see it happening. I've told you a million times, don't listen to the mainstream media, because if you listen to them, you're off your nut. living on another planet, basically, and on the wrong side. Because all the truth is coming out, and the more desperate, panic-stricken they get, the more crazy things get, the more stupid they're being. You know, I won't say any more about that. One other thing, if anyone's having any problems sleeping, or you're worried about all this 5G, EMF radiation, all this Bluetooth that's about all the time and stuff like that, I've got myself a little Orgonite pendant, right? I am not doing adverts to watch Stu's News or promoting anything. Would I fuck? But I got one of these for me, and it works really well. Honestly, when your eyes are open to all this stuff's going on, you become quite calm. You know, once you open your eyes and you see what's going on, it's nice. I don't know whether this round my Gregory or not, but there you go. Anyway, that's my update. Nosy's got a lot better. Getting a bit of air up there. Now my ears are fucking blocked. Woohoo! Right. Love and light. Where we go one, we go all.